Shannon Sharp has been quietly cooking. He's been quietly cooking, and Shannon Sharp. Is that not right? What we got going on? Shannon Sharp has been working, y'all. He's been working. And so I caught a little bit of what he had been saying or something like that. I was skimming through something that he was doing on Nightcap, and I said, wait a minute, what is this new show? What is this new Debo and Joe show? They got 17,000 subscribers. They've been working. And Shannon on the low been acquiring and picking up people that is a part of his network and his streaming company. And so he's starting to push them. He's starting to promote them. Debo and Joe, as far as I know, they are former athletes. And so in this particular episode, which I thought was pretty good, they were talking about how NFL athletes spend their money and how they wind up going broke. And I said, oh, that's right up my alley, because I was just enjoying their show. I just wanted to see what their show was like. And Shannon is quietly doing his thing. He's picking up a lot of shows. And the way that I know that is you can see the little Shannon Sharp glasses up there at the top if you want to double check to see if it's a Shannon Sharp production. He's doing his thing. He's definitely doing his thing. He's having his way out here. So shout out to Shannon Sharp. I'm no hater. Shout out to Shannon Sharp for running up the bag. So this is their show called Debo and Joe. And when I was listening to it, they were talking about, in particular, how NFL players wind up going broke or what their mindset is when they making money. Let's have a conversation about it really quickly. And then I'm going to go to your question, Susanna.
Plus each season. While at the same time, we got TJ Watt, Myles Garrett making $25 million a year. And then they read up. This is their second contract that they hit their ass for. So Myles hit him again. Hit him for 5 years, 125.
Don't worry about it, ladies. Let's ignore the sports references. I know y'all don't care about that. We're going to talk about the money part of it.
Again for 4 years, 160. Micah Parsons is coming off of making $4.4 million in his first rookie deal. $4.4 million a year. So 10.4 rookie deal. Got a nice little signing bonus. $9 million. You here looking around, generation. When you look out, so you have to get to your bag initially first for back pay and front pay. And then
I think what a lot of people don't understand is the lack of financial education that we as players didn't have. I was one of them. You know, my first year, I saved up a lot because I was practice squad. You know, that was that. But when I got my first deal, that was, you know, like 5 million, like 3 or 4 years, 5 million. At the end of that deal, dude, I had about 300,000 in the bank. I had a house and a car.
Now you got to remember, I want y'all to remember that the average athlete is only in the league for about 5 years, average. The exceptional ones get second and third contracts with guaranteed money, especially in the NFL, because NFL money ain't the same as baseball money. It's not the same as football. As NBA money is different. And most athletes, because see, y'all listen to this and y'all say 5 million is a lot of money. I need y'all to really put it in perspective. This is not 5 million over their lifetime. This is not spread out. This is not clearing publishing house or whatever once you win a lottery. This is in one lump sum. Anything can happen to you. You can get injured, right? You can get concussed. You can get cut. You can get replaced. You can say something stupid off the field and lose your contract or whatever, right? And so he's saying 5 years over 3 to 4 years or whatever it is that he said. At the end of it, right? He got a house, he got a car, and he got $300K. But guess what? If you don't get another contract, that has to last you for the rest of your life. The healthcare, all of that stuff, the rest of your life. You got to figure it out. You got to get a job, baby.
I was spending it as fast as I was getting it.
You're right. You got to remember the tax man is coming. They get taxed at the highest rate. And they're young, and they stunting, and they want to impress the little young girls, and they got to compete against their teammates. And so that is something that is going to impact them.
And a car. I was spending it as fast as I was getting it because I wasn't even counting it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that understanding that like, yo, this could be over with and it could all end out of nowhere. You're like, oh, my next check is gonna be this. I'm gonna be good. You're not looking, further into the future. That's why when, I got my big deal, all I did was, I get money, I invested. I get money, I invested. They say you get it and spend it. No, I was investing it because I had then got old enough to understand and see that, you know what? I got to be able to save. And the biggest thing for me that happened for me, dude, to be honest with you, when I got my second deal is I had my son, James. And I was like, oh shit.
Now, for some of us, and I'm going to put y'all ladies in the mindset of a man. Some men just live La Vida Loca and that's the end of the conversation. Others of us that are great fathers, and this is just inherently who we are as men, we think about everybody first before we start to think about ourselves. Before I ever did anything for myself, listen to me, before I ever bought anything for myself, and when I say bought something for myself, I'm talking about major, you know what I'm saying? Really did something big for myself. The first thing that I did was I had to make sure that my daughter would be set up for the rest. When you do life insurance, right? Because y'all know I recently got a new life insurance policy. When you do life insurance, you're not doing life insurance for you. I don't get anything for life insurance. You're paying whatever it is that you're paying for life insurance for people just in case anything happens to you. Listen, some guys can relate to it. Some guys not going to be able to relate to it because some guys don't care about nobody but themselves. And if you don't have anybody that depends on you, then that's valid. You shouldn't care about anybody but yourself. But if you have other people depending on you, you have to start thinking about that. And so when I had my daughter 17 years ago, the only thing I can think of is, man, I can't have her out here struggling. I can't have her out here with student loan debt. I can't have her out here depending on no man. I can't have her out here being on OF. I can't have her out there. You know what I'm saying? She needs to have the childhood that I didn't have because she should not be under duress. She should be making smart decisions based off of opportunity. And so some of us guys have children, and that's the thing that snaps you in. Oh, you know what? I got to get my life together. I got to be out here for my daughter. And so that becomes our motivation. And so then we start to think about, you know what? I could go get this thing, but I'm going to put it on the back burner. I'm going to make sure I take care of this business first. I'm going to invest in this first. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of that. A lot of these guys, they don't get to second contracts. They in the league, they broke within 5 years and then they trying to figure it out. They in the league, they broke within 5 years and they trying to figure it out. I need y'all to thank the guy that you with. If you are with a good guy and that's your baby daddy, I need you to thank him because I'm telling you, I promise you, if he with you, he thinks about you before he thinks about himself. Even if he doesn't say it, even if he doesn't mention it, the things that he is going out there and working for and grinding for is to ensure that you taken care of. He got his own little dreams. He got his own little aspirations. But I promise you on everything, there is a ton of people. There is thousands of people that's watching this right now. There are a ton of guys out there that you think that they not really doing what they supposed to do, or why he ain't saying this to me, or, I heard somebody say the other day, I want a man that's emotionally intelligent. That man made sure and killed himself for you every single day in order to make sure that you was straight first before he ever started thinking about himself. The emotional intelligent thing for him to do was to sacrifice so that he can ensure that you know why a lot of guys go through midlife crises? I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna give you a real life education right now. Do you know why a lot of guys, quote unquote, why they labeled it a midlife crisis? It's not that he going through anything. Is that he just got secure enough to where he can start doing the things that he's always wanted to do for himself, and he already got everything else finally settled. So now he wants to actually enjoy his life. You think that his life exists to serve you, when in reality, he has his own dreams and he served you for the majority of his life. And now he wants to actually live the life that he wants. That is what a real midlife crisis is. It's not that he's trying to figure it out. Is that it took him 20 years before he can finally start to think about himself because he's been thinking about everybody else first. That is the reason why guys just start getting money or guys that's been getting money for a long time, or they've been making sacrifices and pouring into their 401k and ensuring that the house is paid off and putting money into the 529 plan and all of this stuff. He finally started to feel as though he can step out a bit, and that's when he started dipping his toe in the water. It's the honest to God. I'm telling you. Stop asking for a man that's emotionally intelligent and start paying attention to the intelligence that he's had and making sure that you was taken care of if anything was to ever happen to him. That's what it is. We make sacrifices our entire lives. I seen a man that was on an interview getting a haircut and he was 70 and he said his biggest fear was not dying or anything happening. His biggest fear was what would happen to the people that depend on him if he was no longer here. And I think about that. It's the truth. That's our motivation. That's the thing that pushes us. That's the thing that gets us up in the morning. And I realize, you know what? I remember Rita used to say to me all the time, she would say, when are you going to take some time and, we can go on vacation? I'm going to be honest with y'all. When are you going to take some time? This is a long time ago. Take some time and we can go on vacation and this and that and this and that. Why do you keep telling me that you never going to change, that you never going to settle down? You never going to sit down and do this and do that? I had no words for it because it's difficult for a woman to be able to understand that the things that I'm doing actually benefits y'all. Most men hate it. I know y'all think that y'all show. Listen. Y'all think a lot of times that y'all are being so sweet when you say some dumb stuff to us like, I don't care about your money. I only care about the time that I get to spend with you. But I'm telling you, for some of us, that is an insult. And I had to explain that to her at some point. It's an insult. Because to us, you're spitting in the face of the sacrifices that we made in order to make sure that you're comfortable. What you telling us, you in your mind, you're saying to us, I'm not with you. And I'm going to translate it for you. This is the lost in translation thing that men and women have. What you're saying to us is, this is what you're saying in your mind. I'm not with you for the money. I don't care what you have. I'm with you because I love you. And I want you to spend more time with me. What men translate that is you're unappreciative because I make the sacrifices to make sure that you're taken care of. And I can't believe that you telling me to slow down on the thing that I'm supposed to be doing because this is what men do. She's saying, oh, I want you to know that it's not about the money. He's saying, it's all about the money because it's the only way that I can ensure that I love you because I don't want you to be out here dusty if anything was to ever happen to me. And so I give you this to be comfortable, to show my appreciation. My love for you is saying, here you go. It's not about saying I love you because love for men is an action word. Love for women is an emotion. And so he looks at it as disrespect, and you keep saying, where's the disconnect? It's because what you think is emotionally intelligent is really an action word to him. It's not a saying. It's not an emotion. It's not laying up under you all day. Maybe I need to write a book for y'all so that y'all can better understand exactly what's going on. Because you keep saying, oh my God, he don't get it. He get it. You just not hearing, you're not listening, you're not paying attention. And sometimes for women, it takes for them to go and suffer badly they do in order for them to figure it out. But sometimes you can't get back to that thing and then you be on the outside looking in and it's another chick that was trying to figure out how to not suffer. And she over there like, thank you for everything that you ever done for me. You be looking like, I was with you through the beginning. But you never really understood why we were doing it in the beginning. You was just riding with me. You benefited from it, but you never really tried to figure out and get the understanding. The word of God says, in everything you do, get understanding. It's not about you. It's not about you. You are the recipient of his greatness. It's not about you. You are the recipient of his greatness. Everything he did, he put y'all first. But you will have women that will sit there and disrespect the very person that goes out there and grinds, hustle, and kills himself every single day. And they will sit there and say, but I was a single mother in a marriage. What? It was a what? Do you know how disrespectful it is for a woman? That's why I was doing that review video the other day. You know how disrespectful it is for a woman to say, I'm single in my marriage? You know how disrespectful that is? I could save your relationship if you let me in. If you get out of your ego and you stop feeling some type of way about it, I could save your relationship. I can help you with your finances. And I could fix your life. I'm the whisperer. That's what I do. I can tell you exactly what you're doing wrong when you're doing it and how you need to do things differently. And maybe you're just not communicating effectively, because communication don't have necessarily do with all of this. You're just doing a lot of this. That's not necessarily talking.
I got to take care of somebody else. Mm-hmm. I got to make sure that, he's taken care of, that he has something when the time comes that I'm no longer here. Mm-hmm. And, then I back that up with Henry, and I'm like, whoa, like I can't, God forbid I leave this world early. I at least got to leave them something. I mean, no matter when you leave, they gonna be hurt, but it's gonna help a little more if they have something to lean on. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So, yeah. So that was what really, got me to where I was like, yo, I can't keep doing what I'm doing.
No, for sure. Because, bro, at the end of the day, they didn't teach that in school, in high school. They didn't teach you about money in middle school, high school, when you went to college. So you go from making really nothing to now you really getting checks. And at the end of the day, the taxes, all of that stuff is a real thing. People see your $5 million. You didn't touch $5 million, and it was in 5 years. So you busting that down, you touch 2.5, and then you have to live your damn self. And people think you got 5.
Then, you helping, you helping this, you're doing all that, because you're not counting it, dude. You're not counting it. I'm trying to get people to understand, like, guys aren't counting.
See, Megan,
especially when you first get in there.
Boy, when you first get in there, you think you're going to play. You think you're going to play forever. You're never not going to be in the league.
See you tomorrow, man.
I got $3,000 for my signing bonus, and you couldn't tell me shit.
Bro, you thought that was $300 million.
Bro, you couldn't tell me nothing, man.
Yeah, I'm hearing about Charlie Kirk. I'm going to cover that tomorrow if it's true. I'm going to deep dive into it after I get off the show. I'll do a video and I'll drop it immediately right after that.
Oh yeah, it's that's the part too, with us being able to stay in the league. So that first contract, and then some people, they get cut.
See, listen, this is what Cherish says. Cherish says, get a man of God. Money is not a metric for a man. I'm assuming she's saying a man of character. A man that loves you, a man that truly prioritizes you, a man of God truly knows sacrifice. Let me tell you something, Cherish. I know the popular thing to do right now would just be agree with you, because anytime that anybody mentions anything about God, you're just supposed to agree with them. But you can never be more wrong. You can never be more wrong. You could never be more wrong. A real man of God is not a man that prioritizes you, not in a way that you think. A real man of God is a person that prioritizes himself, understanding that you're going to benefit from his greatness. If he's sitting up under you focusing, talking about praise God for my beautiful wife, then he is not the man that he's supposed to be. And I hate to tell you that. I know that it was absolutely all. I know your pastors say it because it's the way that he get his tithes and offerings. I know that he tell the women in the church this, and get you a man that prioritizes you. I know that that's what you want to hear, but I'm telling you that you're wrong. We were put on this earth for a completely different purpose than to serve you. It's not about you. And it don't mean that we don't love you. It means that he is not meeting the expectations that God has given him because he's so focused on pleasing you than making sure that he pleased God. You are not, listen. I need y'all to understand something. You're not the main character. Some of you women, y'all are sweeter than honey, whatever it is, whatever is sweet. But y'all got main character syndrome. It is not about you. I know, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to go over to the Anton Daniels channel. I'm going to cover it because I need all of the details. I know that everybody's going to be in a rush to cover it. I need to focus on whatever it is that's going on first. It's not about you. I did hear about it. Y'all telling me in the chat. It's not about you. If I love you, listen, if you love me, then let me go do what I got to do so that you'll be happy as a result of it. I can't be the man that I need to be by sitting up under you. I cannot be the man that I need to be. I'm not even the best version of me if I'm so focused on prioritizing you. You're not going to be a priority for me. You're not going to be the main. You are a priority. You are not the priority. Listen, I don't care. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you as a man that has been married for 21 years. But I am telling you that if anything and anyone gets in my way, I will call Rita right now and she will tell you that Anton told me that he is not changing. He is not moving. And I make it very, very clear. Very, very clear. This is the program. This is where I'm going. If you want to join this ride, I will be glad to have you, but this is the way that it's going to go. And if this ever becomes a problem, one of my rules, I got 2 rules. One of my rules is don't ever put your hands on me. I don't tolerate women putting their hands on me. The second rule is I will never prevent you from leaving. So the fact that I've been here for 21 years means that you wanted to be here. I'm not going to hold you against your will, but I will guarantee you this. Nothing and nobody under any circumstance will ever come before what it is that I feel like I need to do.